Okay. Hi besties, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It is finally happening. I am so excited to finally say I'm reading the Harry Potter series. I find it so hard to believe that I have never ever read the Harry Potter books ever. In fact, I don't think I've ever watched all of the films. I've seen them in bits and pieces. The first one is probably one of my favourite films of all time. I have never read the books. I feel like I was raised in the time that these books were at their peak and I've just never picked them up. It's currently the end of November. I feel like I associate them with this time of year, so I thought there's no better time to finally start reading them. I know this collection has such a big fan base. I want to stand what everyone else is feeling, so I'm really sorry if this is the wrong order, but I'm going to quickly go through all of the books. So first off we have the Philosopher's Stone, and I do believe this is called the Sorcerer's Stone in America. If someone could let me know why this has a different name in other countries, I'd love to know, but in the UK we call it the Philosopher's Stone. So this is book 1. Book 2 is The Chamber of Secrets. Then we have book 3, which is The Prisoner of Azkaban. Book 4 is of course The Goblet of Fire. Then we have The Order of the Phoenix, The Half-Blood Prince, finally Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So let's not waste any time. Let's go. Let's get straight into it. We are starting off with Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I'm so excited. I had no idea that Hedwig was a girl. Harry Lowell. I am now on chapter 11 of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Harry, Ron, Hermione and Neville have just found Fluffy, the three-headed dog, who is guarding something in the abandoned corridor on floor 3. Harry started his training for Quidditch, and I believe we're about to get the first Quidditch match in chapter 11. There's just something so welcoming about this book because I love this movie so much. I've watched it so many times. It just feels homely. It's so comforting, and it's obviously a children's book, so it's really fast paced, so easy to read. It's just fun. That's the best way I can describe it. It's comforting and it's fun, and I'm truly just having the best time. I would ideally like to finish this today because, I'm not gonna lie, I've been reading this for over a week. I have been very busy. The only time I've had to read is on trains back and forth to work, but I am about 50% of the way through, maybe just over. So that's where I'm up to. I'm going to continue reading, try and finish this tonight, and then I will give you an update on my final thoughts and we can start The Chamber of Secrets. I'm 95% of the way through The Philosopher's Stone. I'm just crying because Dumbledore gave Neville points for standing up to his friends. I don't know why that made me cry so much, but I just love this book so much. It is currently 6:30 AM. I couldn't sleep very well, so I just put the light on and kept reading, and I have just finished the first book. I got really emotional towards the end, I think because I love the film so much, and being able to picture in your head how the film looks and how this book ended in relation to the film, it just made me so happy and I just got a little bit emotional. I love this book. My camera won't stand up, so I'm gonna have to hold it, but I just love this book so much. As I said previously, there's just something about this book and this series that feels so homely. It's just such a comforting read. That's the best way I can describe it. It's so cozy, so comforting. It's obviously so easy to read because of the target audience, but I just loved it so much, and I just know that I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy reading the whole series. So we are immediately going on to the Chamber of Secrets, and I don't think I've ever been more excited in my life. Hello, I am now just under 100 pages into A Chamber of Secrets. I forgot that, what's his name? Something? Gilderoy Lockhart. I forgot he was part of this story. Oh my god, is he annoying? I know that's the point. I know he's supposed to be like this arrogant, irritating character who thinks all is this big celebrity, whatever. I forgot that he was part of this story. He's doing my head in. But I know that's the point, but he's still irritating me. And every time he comes into a scene, I'm like, oh, shut up, just stop talking. We've just found out that Malfoy is now part of the Quidditch team, so shit's about to hit the fan, to say the least. Harry's probably about to get murdered. The scene with Harry and Ron stealing the car and driving into the Whomping Willow, I just found myself giggling. It's just so much fun. This is just such a fun story. And because I can picture exactly what's going on and what the characters look like I'm just having a great time. I'm now on chapter 8, so I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen, but I will update you when I'm probably nearly finished or when I'm finished with this one. But I'm just having a grand old time. I'm just having so much fun. You know who I love? Nearly Headless Nick. He's just so cute. Like, he just wants his friends to come to his death day party. Why is that making me want to cry? Got 100 pages left. Everyone is now suspecting that Harry's the one, petrifying everyone. I do really like Peeves. I wish they'd kept him in the films. I just think his character's so funny. When Nearly Headless Nick and, oh god, I can't remember the other kid's name, when the Hufflepuff boy was attacked and Peeves is like, attack! There's been an attack! It's just so funny. I really wish they'd kept him in the film. I think he would have been such a funny character, but his story's kind of pointless anyway. He's just there to stir the pot, really, isn't he? He's just causing trouble. Hermione and Ron have been making the potion to turn them into Crabbe and Goyle, and now they all know that Harry can speak Parseltongue. It's referred to as both. I don't really know what the difference is. I think he's a Parselmouth, but he can speak Parseltongue. Is that right? I'm not sure. I'm starting to notice the reoccurring pattern of, at the beginning of every book, we go back into the explanation of who the Dursleys are and that Harry's a wizard and he goes to this school of witchcraft and wizardry and that his parents are dead and he has no other family and the Dursleys lock him in a cupboard, and it's like, we're going on about the same things again and again and again. I've read the other 2 books. I know what the idea is. Stop telling me. I am 100 pages into The Prisoner of Azkaban. Is that what this one's called? We have met Lupin, who is the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, which Snape is not happy about because he wants that job. We encountered one of the Dementors, which is the guard, which are the guards to the prison of Azkaban. And Hagrid has been appointed the new magical creatures job, which is it just makes me so happy, because we obviously found out in the last book that he was wrongfully expelled when he was at Hogwarts, so he's been acting as a groundskeeper, and now he officially has a job at Hogwarts, which just made me so happy. I will say I'm enjoying this one probably the most so far out of any of them. I think because we're meeting new characters and there's this element of mystery and trying to figure out why Sirius Black is after Harry and what he's doing and what he wants with Harry, so we've got an element of mystery. This one just seems a lot higher stakes than the other ones. The other ones were a lot cozier and just getting you into the world of Harry Potter, and then this one there's a lot more going on. There's a lot more of a darker element to the story, so I'm definitely enjoying this one, probably the best so far out of it, but I am only 100 pages in. I will say I am looking a little bit like Hagrid myself right now with this hair. I don't know what's going on with this hair. I'm just really embracing. I'm in my Hagrid era, apparently. We're embracing the natural hair. I'm not vibing with it, but I am having a great time reading this book. I've no idea what was going on with the angle of that last clip. We're still working with the phone camera because I'm yet to get my camera fixed, so it's a little bit difficult to monitor what you can see, and it's not the most ideal situation, so I'm sorry about the last clip. It's a little bit, I'm kind of not like, anyway. I'm halfway through. I have to be quiet because my family are in bed. But Harry's just snuck into Hogsmeade and found out that Sirius is his godfather. Shit's hitting the fan. It's so exciting. So I did finish The Prisoner of Azkaban yesterday, so we can take this out. I'm probably going to keep repeating this until I finish the series, but this is the best one so far. We've got character development, new characters being introduced, we've got a mystery, we finally learn the real reason that Sirius Black is after Harry, or not only the character development in this, but the development of the writing. The best way I can put it is, as the characters are getting older, the story and the writing itself is maturing at the same time. You can definitely tell as they are getting older and the threats are becoming more serious that the writing is maturing, in the sense that the stories are getting longer. We're delving deeper into the characters, and not only Harry and his friends, but the characters before their time. We explore Harry's parents' time at the school, Sirius Black, Peter Pettigrew. Just the whole story of this was thrilling. There's a big plot twist at the end, which I really enjoyed. I actually finished this when I was in the car with my mum, and it took so much willpower to not sit in the car and cry my eyes out. I was literally tearing up. I was like, I can't sit here in the car and cry. I just love this one. Unbelievable amounts. Finally learning the real story of what happened to Harry's parents and understanding what they went through and who their friends were and what relation Sirius Black and Peter Pettigrew have with Harry's parents. It was just so thrilling. You're on the edge of your seat, constantly wondering what the hell is going on. And I finally understand that quote that says, "I solemnly swear I am up to no good," because before this, I had no idea. So I finally feel like I'm part of a fandom. I also just appreciate that we're not always going to have the teachers at Hogwarts helping Harry. In this book, it is really a sense of, if Harry doesn't learn to defend himself properly, he will die, because the further we get into the story, the more threat there is to the characters. This was just a roller coaster of emotions. The story was incredible. The characters are just becoming so close to me now, and I just love Dumbledore, like the way he helped them at the end of this book with his little his little twinkle in his eye, and he's like, yeah, I know you're breaking the rules, but yeah, go on, you go save such a body. I just thoroughly enjoyed this much, and I know I'm going to keep saying it until I'm done, but this was my favourite, and I'm so excited to continue the story.